How you doing, everybody? Jonathan again. Welcome back to more Pokemon Colosseum. In the last one, we snagged our first Pokemon in Makuhita, and now we're gonna hopefully snag some more back from the bad guys. Now, I started off in a different spot than last time, but I want to mention we have some options available to us. So, I'm going to be going over each one of those before I finally go over which one I'm going to be going for myself. So how about we start off over here. Sorry to make it to you, but I'm not about to let you pass. Or do you have this idea you can take me in a battle? Who's going to beat me? You are? Don't be crying out of regret later. So, what we're going to be doing is picking out Johto starters. We have 3 guys each blocking the exit of each blocking one side of the exit town. And we have in each Johto starters for us. Starting off here with Rosso, he has Kolava. Kolava is a fast special attacker, kind of like Espeon. It's not as strong as Espeon fast, but all in all, if you're looking for a fire type, not a bad option. Also, one thing I should note that each of these starters have a hold item based on their typing. So Kolava here actually has a what am I trying to say? Has a charcoal item. So, even if you don't really plan on using one of the starters, you might still want to catch one that has an item you like. And that grandma just barely survived, really. Anyway, I don't really plan on using Kolava for my team. I did kind of debate on it for a while, but ultimately, I decided he would not be the one I'm going to choose. Okay, next up, Mr. Bluno. He's going to be sending out Croconaw, which is a Pokemon we can snag. Croconaw is a fantastic option overall, due to the fact that it gets Surf, which is a fantastic move in double battles, because it hits both opponents. And this is also before the change to Surf, where it hits your ally in battle as well. So you just get a move that can hit both opponents scot-free, and get stab off it. On top of that, just like Kolava, Croconaw does have the Mystic Water attached to it. So all in all, it's arguably possibly the best choice for the starter to pick off. Just due to the fact that it has Surf, and it gets it rather quickly on top of that. In fact, there it is right there. Ow. And then our last option is owned by Mr. Truverde. He's sending out Bayleaf. Bayleaf is more of a defensive option than Kolava and Croconaw. However, with the proper setup, Bayleaf can actually be a really good special damage dealer. It starts off, sorry, my cat is crying. I don't know why. And now he's banging. Bayleaf starts off with Sunny Day in its moveset, and later you can actually teach it not Psychic. If you can teach it Psychic, that'd be amazing, but you can actually teach it Solar Beam. So on top of having that with Sunny Day, you can just get instant Solar Beams off constantly. It can just be a really good damage dealer because of that. And then it has the Miracle Seed on it, so that Solar Beam is even more powered up. And this is partially the reason why I decided I'm going to be adding Bayleaf to my team. I wanted to go for something different. The only time I use Bayleaf at all in this game is during my practice file of this. And honestly, it worked out really well for me, and I want to give Bayleaf a go again. So, let's hopefully catch this Bayleaf for my team. I'm kind of hoping it actually goes a little better for me in the practice file, because in the practice file I end up getting unlucky with a bad nature. So hopefully this one's a little better. But why don't we try and catch, really? I got paralyzed. So actually that helps me out because I have synchronized, so now you're paralyzed. Well, why did I try to catch this Bayleaf? How about I go over Shadow Rush? Shadow Rush is a typeless move with no PP. It works similarly to Takedown, where I take a little damage when I use it. But the fact that you get off scrap... Oh, right. Torment. The fact that I get off scot-free... Well, not really scot-free, because I do take damage from it. I'm just gonna snag Pokemon here with just a bite of that, because I can't really have anything else to do. It's kind of nice to have, just because nothing resists it, and you don't have to worry about running out of PP for it. And wow, I caught it already. But, as you say here, Hyper Mode. The more you use Shadow Rush, the more likely you are to go to Hyper Mode. I don't know if that's entirely... I believe that... I haven't been able to find any information on it specifically, but it does seem to be the case. Also, Espeon is almost dead. What happened here? I can just send Bayleaf out. I can just send the Bayleaf I stole from him out right now. You know what? Sure, why not hell? I'd rather not Espeon go down, because that does all his happiness, which does affect return. Speaking of, I should mention that Espeon and Umbreon start off with max happiness with you when you get them. Psy Wave. Why is this the one time I play through this game where you guys don't only target Makita? Like, seriously. Every single time, it's always Makita. And then the one time, one time during recording, you don't go for Makita. Now, enemy Hyper Mode's bad for a few reasons. One, you obviously lose your turn while trying to bring you into it. And two, your Pokemon has a chance of ignoring your orders. You might tell it to do one move, and then use another move. And thirdly, you can't use items on a Pokemon in Hyper Mode. So it's a bit of a problem with that as well. What was that strange Pokemon? What did you people do to it? That is a Pokemon that returned to Fighting Machine by artificially closing the door to its heart. No, you didn't. You artificially closed the door to that Pokemon's heart? No, knowing that's not going to help you do anything. Bye. I know, when I was little I heard about that. They said if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, it can gradually open by battling together with it. Well, let's go. Those guys are probably headed to a pirate town. After all, it was in pirate mode he captured me. Alright. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up right now. I don't know, I think my allergies acting up a bit. But you also have this thing called the heart gauge. You have those little dashes in between those bars. When you go down there, you will actually get access to a new move. So now you can see Magikina now has access to Shadow Rush. And we'll gain the other two when his heart gauge goes down more. Another thing you get from heart gauge going down is you also get your Pokemon's nature. Because I don't actually know the nature of Makihito or even Bayleaf yet. But I'm actually going to put Bayleaf in front of Makihita. And then I'm going to go heal because, dear God, I took way too much damage in that fight. Okay. Now before we go off to Pyrite, there's actually a few more things I want to do here in Fennec. There's actually a few trainers we can battle here in Fennec, and I want to do that to lower the heart gauge of Bayleaf. Fun old man Drig. What is that supposed to be? That just sounds terrible, honestly. What kind of is Drig? Anyway, he's the Hoodoo and Centret. And in this fight, I'm going to talk a little more about the heart gauge, because like I said, as it goes down, you get access to more moves, you get your nature. And there's also here the call command. When a Pokemon with a black aura goes into Hyper Mode, you need to use the call command on him to get it out of it. Doing this also lowers the heart gauge by a bit. In fact, it's usually, from what I can tell, the most effective way of getting Pokemon out call command out of the lower the heart gauge. However, the hog cage can go down more or less depending on Pokemon's nature. There are multiple different things you can do to lower the hog cage, and really, I got put to sleep there, well, okay. Like I said, there are multiple things you can do to lower the hog cage, and which one does more depends on the Pokemon's nature. Another nice thing about the call command, which I'm actually getting, like glad I'm getting to show off now, is that if you use a Pokemon that's sleeping, it will wake him up. It's a very nice thing to have, and I'm gonna get rid of the Hoodoo because I don't want to wake him up to sleep. Bayleaf, just wake him up instantly, not use up anything. Take out the Hoodoo, don't have to worry about back to sleep. But the things that can lower the hog cage is just walking around with Pokemon in your party, sending the Pokemon out into battle, calling it out of hyper mode, and there are more things that can do it as well, but I'll get into that later. Just because we don't have access to those yet. So let's just take out the Cetret. And that's it for Drig. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, there's like two more trainers I believe that I can go out and fight here right now. I'm just going to cut them out because I don't really have anything to talk about during the line of fighting them. And honestly, you don't even need to fight them anyway. Actually, it is something I could talk about that I just thought of as I got into this fight. You might have noticed that Bayleaf isn't getting any experience. When a Pokemon has a Black Aura, they won't level up at all. They do still gain the experience they would get, but while they have that Black Aura around them, they just won't level up at all. They won't really get any stronger. Later, don't worry about this right now, because later on you will get all the experience you would have collected normally just all at once. But for the moment, what you see is pretty much what you get. So until everything's done and said with Bayleaf and that Black Aura, it's going to be level 30 for a while, and it's going to be stuck with the moves it has. Ouch, no, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Think I lose because you're tough, I'm gonna have this since it goes good. Battling this guy will actually give you TM41, which I forget what it is because TMs keep changing and show Torment. Alright. Pretty much make it so I prevent my opponents from using the same move twice. Which can be helpful. I think it's actually the last trainer outside, like metal. But one more place I want to go to is here. Pre-gym. Hi, welcome to Pre-gym. This is a place where trainers and Pokemon that not only sharpen their strength and skills, but also their body and spirit. Now, there's no actual Pokemon League in the Ora region as far as I'm aware. This isn't an actual gym, kind of just a place to come and train. But if we go over here, let's see, if I want to have time to my collection comments. Gah! Another type that doesn't sit thinking in his head, so I'm stunned by this cell like this. I think I'll just keep battling and sort of stuff all becomes me. So it's kind of like a class going on over here. So if we talk to this lady over here, now pay attention, one does not become a good trainer simply by battling about strategy. A good trainer always thinks about the Pokemon that are in battle. Oh, he must be a trainer too. Are you listening on my class? Since you're here, I have something that you might like. May I see your PDA, please? Oh, that's a Pokemon Digital Assistant, or PDA for short. Wes, you have one too, don't you? The PDA? Here you go, I've upgraded with the added the strategy memo function. You'll be able to check the types of abilities of Pokemon you've met at a glance. Come see me whenever you like, I'll update your PDA with detailed data on the Pokemon you've met. I'll make good use of the strategy memo so as you interview a great trainer. So what we got there, strategy memo, we go to a PDA. It's essentially kind of like a Pokedex in this game. It doesn't give you the detailed information on Pokemon like the normal Pokedex does, but you can get a closer look at it, listen to its cry, get a better look at the model, and see the size comparison. And then what you were saying there, anytime you see new Pokemon, you have to go back to see it again to get your strategy memo updated. This is essentially like the Pokedex you can say, and it's completely optional. You don't need it. Honestly, doesn't really matter if you have it or not. But I want to come to P-Gym for one thing. This guy. Hello, I'm Justy. I'm in charge of running the P-Gym. Judging by your appearance, I'd say that you're traveling, the two of you. Well, what do you think? Since you're already here, do you feel like having a battle? Sure. Okay, let me introduce you to the trainers of P-Gym. When you're ready to go to the battle area in the center and stand on the left-hand side. What if I want to stand on the right-hand side? What if I want to stand here? What if I want to stand on the Pokeball? Why can't I do that? Okay. Go for it. Let's go for it. I'll be right here cheering. Looks like you're ready? Well, let's get this started. In all, you'll be facing 4 trainers, so all a handful, I can vouch for that. And now this is where your opponent enters. You feel like taking on some grass-type Pokemon, then I'm the one you want. So what we have here is just going to be 4 consecutive battles against trainers who each have a specific type Pokemon. All in all, this is kind of just a good place to come when after you get your starter Pokemon and just level its hug gauge a bit. Because hopefully, actually I did just get a new move on Bayleaf now. I got Synthesis. Probably not going to be using that right now. So we got Hoppip and Sunken. Hoppip I'm not worried about. Sunken is the weakest Pokemon in the game. So all in all, I'm not too worried about this fight at all. In fact, I only take out Sunken. But what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the battles, I'm just going to be speeding them up because I don't really have anything to talk about during all these fights. So, let's take out this Hoppip after it wiggles at me, rolling in Bayleaf's defense and Espeon's defense. And let's just speed it up. Alright, and with that is all of them. I think I kind of away in that last fight there because Espen just kept getting hit a lot and almost got taken out. Well, that was inspiring. You showed me a great battle. As there's a gift, I want to shout this. Whitehead? Got a full party yet, Pokemon yet? When you get 6 of them, I'd like you to come see me again. That's when I'll be able to be your opponent, and I'll be looking forward to it. Alright. Now, you can actually get a team of 6 Pokemon pretty quickly. I wouldn't recommend coming back and fighting them yet. You can do it, but it's going to be a pain. But, with all that, next time in Pokemon Colosseum, we'll be heading out to out to Pirate Town and see what's going on there. See you guys then.